So after we released our debut album On This Journey Volume 1 and then our live album On This Journey Volume 2, we were kind of, thinking about what our next project was going to be. And I think one thing that Oscar and I reflected on is we wanted to work more with other musicians and artists because it's so much more fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This one's gonna be a little fun. We are
I don't know if that made any sense.
Jonathan Bufalino. We do. You know who else we have? Free Bucket. It's on.
On the first album, we did collaborate a few times on some of the songs. It was just awesome. It was so amazing, and that I think as well drew us to doing this project the way we're doing it.
Yeah, and it kind of gave birth to the idea of doing an EP called Homegrown, which is an EP that celebrates independent artists based here in Melbourne, and to really bring together a collaborative effort of over, at this point, 40 musicians on one EP.
which is kind of mental. It warms our hearts, and it warms our hearts to see how much other people are enjoying it and how much the people that we're working with enjoy it, because, like Connor said, that's what we're doing it for. We know that we can do that, and we believe that's what we're good for. That's what we're going to be doing. I don't know if that made any sense. Sorry.
You know those ones?
I think we work together really, really well. Writing this song has been an absolute pleasure. Working with Jonathan has been so easy, and even from the very get-go, it was just natural. It came so naturally and organic. It was great. And then you boys are magical. And what you wrote, chef's kiss.
Getting 12 musicians in a room is not an easy task, but we finished early. Yeah. That never happens, ever.
You know, what can we say? I mean, for this song, I think we went straight funk. Most of the time I'm using elements of funk, but maybe not full funk, but yeah, we just said funk. Take a shot every time we say funk.
Working with Jonathan Bufalino, it was such an amazing pairing. We actually met Jonathan a couple of years ago. I'm pretty sure he was only 17. And to be honest, it was the first time we've met someone that young that resonated with a very similar sound that we love, like funk and soul and just that 1950s all the way to the 70s type music. We spent hours at parties chatting about how good it would be to, you know, work on a song together, and now we did it.
It happened so naturally. It happened within about 3 minutes. We sat down at the keys, he played the guitar, we found a chord that we liked, we could jam over, made a groove, got in the studio, wrecked out some really basic stuff, and it just snapped.
It's just been amazing to bounce ideas off each other, and I think we've both had that understanding of what we want and the vibe that we're going for. And, you know, free parking, I mean, working with actual horn players. Usually I'm writing the horn parts. So working with actual horn players and having them put their own input it's really great.
We actually already had, I'm gonna say 70% of the song done with Jonathan, and Free Parking just started their page. I just heard of a reel that they posted and I went, how sick would it be to get this trio in on this song? There's just an authenticity in that grouping that I don't think you can get by bringing three separate horns played together to try to achieve that same product.
They are incredible. They've done it all themselves. I can only play alto, but we get a trombone, a trumpet, and an alto, and me. What else could you ask for? It's been amazing.
My first impression when I heard the demo for the first time was, this is absolutely my favorite MisterCo song as a demo I've heard. It had the energy and the feel that I like to work with.
My first impression, I was pretty blown away.
I was like bopping hard. It was just like, damn.
I heard the horns kicking and I was like, no, this is amazing.
It's funky, it's bassy, it's funky and bassy.
Ladies and gentlemen, our new single, Can't Stop the Funk, is out now. Go give it a stream.